welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're going to be doing a full review episode of the Apothic Merlot. This is the 2022 Elegant and Rich. Give you a good look at the backside here. It is a California wine, 2022, alcohol 13.9%. Why don't they just carry it over to the 14? Bottled by Apothic Wines in Modesto, California. This does contain sulfites. So there it is. They've changed the label. You might have, I kind of like these are nice and elegant, but I do kind of like the flair of the old ones. But there it is. We'll go ahead and get this uncorked and get a pour on, shall we? So if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. All my returning viewers, you know how we do. So let's get that show on the road, shall we? So Mr. Randy does a 3-part series when he does his reviews, wines, libations of sorts. When it comes to wines, we do a 5-day thing. Day 1 off the rip. I get the bottle home, I uncork it, pour it in a glass, have my first tasting, and share it with you because you're special. Part 2, 3 days. On the 3rd day, we do the full review. We drink it down, halfway stop, let it sit for a day, 48 hours-ish. I go online, I find as little as possible. That's pretty much the way it goes now. Nobody likes to give out information about what they're selling. I don't understand. It's excellent. Why not give me more information? Make me love it more. I bring that information back. We talk about it. I score it. We continue to drink it because part 3, on the 5th day, the final pour episode, thusly named, because that final pour, we compare it to the first pour and everything in between. With that out of the way, I can smell this from a foot away. I don't even have to waft it. The whole room can smell this. It's a very wonderful wine. I found the Apothics have been extremely well. There's only 2 left, a Rosé and a Chardonnay. There is still that special one. I know I saw it when I first had my first Apothic. It was $25. I do not recognize the label. I cannot find that label again. It was just a random spin of the wheel on the Wild Wild West of the internet. Landed me on a page where it had 5 offerings. One of them, most of them were sub $20, somewhere around the $12 to $15 range. The one was $25, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Excuse me. It's got a wonderful nose. Berries and vanilla. Berries and vanilla. They say blackberries, blueberries, and something else. I get berries and vanilla for sure. Now this pairs well with sweetmeats, barbecued meats, hard cheeses, and fruity desserts. I could definitely see that. Now this was aged, they claim, from their own website for 3 to 4 months. It does have a very beautiful nose, which I knew off the rip once it mellowed out, the nose would be excellent. It's a very sweet, not sweet, I'm sorry, somewhat deep, rich, light sweetness. It smells excellent. It smells very elegant. I'm salivating. I got ahead and get this first palating on. So the first palating is sort of an acclimation. You sort of get used to it because it can be deceiving. So let's go ahead and get that over with. Yeah, that can be deceiving. Let's go ahead and give you a look at the got some pretty decent viscosity. You can see a lot of fat legs. Very nice. Yes, berries and vanilla for sure. But let's get a little deeper. Chocolate. I want to say like 70%. 70% dark chocolate. Nice and rich. The berries for sure. Vanilla. There is a bit of oakness in it. The chocolate. Coconut? They say coconut. One of the places I found some information claimed that they got coconut. On the very back end, sort of as everything sort of finishes off, there's a lingering taste, and it is slightly like a coconut. Not that dry, texturous coconut, but that sort of semi-sweet, sort of like in the coconut water. Let me get one more. Yes, there's a little bit of coconut on the very back end as everything dissipates. It's quite delicious. Have not been disappointed yet by an Apothic. Got 2 more to go, that Rosé and the Chardonnay. Actually, there is still one more that I haven't even started yet, and that's I think that's the basic red. I think I sort of just skipped over that in the very beginning. But I have the red, the Rosé, and the Chardonnay. At least according to the actual website, their actual official website, there are no more. So I don't know what's going on with that special one I saw. Maybe it was a limited time offer, an LTO. If you know what I'm talking about, go ahead and hit me up in the comments and let me know what it is. If you've made it this far, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the heart button. And if you don't want to do all that work every single time on every video, go ahead and follow, subscribe. That way, every time I release a video, it comes right to you as soon as it uploads, or as soon as it's released through scheduling. My score on this, 13.9%. This is a just under $10 out the door. Very nice Merlot. I'm gonna give it a solid 4 out of 5. I think it's earned it pretty well. Solid 4 out of 5. What could make it better? I'm not really sure. I think it does well. I just don't think it's got enough strength or enough push to get it across the line or even up to the tippy top of the 4 column. I don't think there's anything more that this could do. Maybe a little bit more deepness, a little more richness, a little more substance of some sort. But there's nothing, I can't really say anything negative. I didn't say there's no room to improve, but it's hard to point out where it can improve when you don't think there's anything wrong with it. My fair price, as every other Apothic, I think these are underpriced. I do not know how well the sales do. I usually do not look that up. The sales, or if it pops up in my research, I add it in there, or at least it sticks in my brain, and I bring it up later if I feel it's necessary. Apothics, I do believe, fantastic wines. I look forward to the 3 remaining to get them in and share them with you. Would I buy this again? I absolutely would not have any issues or qualms buying this Apothic Merlot again. Now, you might take a gander that they are dated 2022, so there are going to be other years to try. The longer they sit, the more they age, the different they're going to be. So there it is. So do me a favor, in the comment section, hit me up. Let me know where you are, what you're drinking, what do you think about the Apothic, what do you think about the 2022 Merlot? And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have a good one.